Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And this is going to be a very quick, brief update on the Y&W Melly trial. Now, as you guys know, his last trial ended in a hung jury. And there was a status hearing today to get a new date so that they can retry Melly on this double murder for his best friends, Y&W Juvie and Y&W Sack Chaser. Now, at the hearing, the prosecutor basically requested that his new date will be tried together with Bortlen's date. That is the request that she made. So let's hear what the judge decided as to that request. Let me play a little bit of it and then I'll talk after.
Consider part of Devon's. Council, want to take your appearance, please?
Christine Bradley on behalf of the state. Yes, on behalf of the state. Good morning, Reverend Liberty on behalf of Janelle Devon.
Good morning, Mr. House. And David Howard also.
Yes, sir. All right, so back, I guess, I don't know what you have anticipated when you're trying to case. Said you're going to think about it, talk about it. And I know you just indicated to me that you had off the record.
All right, so you see these inmates that are walking past. Once they make it inside the door, one of them is going to the door is going to kind of open. It's not shown in this frame, but it's going to kind of open and you're going to hear one of them yell "Free Melly." But let's resume and listen to what's going on.
You had a seminar that you want to go to and just sit around and I try not to interfere with that stuff.
And I wanted to, but I expect that by the end of the day that I will be on the team again.
3 minutes!
Okay.
So are we able to pick a date today, or you don't want to pick a date? You want?
Let's take it anyway.
Okay,
So that's October 2nd. That's also the date of the vote sentence, so we can try this together.
you good on October 2nd?
Well, we can't try it together because they're seeking death on part one, and they're not seeking death on the other one. And Judge Siegel indicated that he was not going to do dual juries. And I know there was many years ago the trend to do dual juries, but for the last, I think, 3 to 5 years, it's shown that it takes longer and more complicated and raises more issues to have dual juries. So I certainly object to that. And
That's not interesting.
yes, sir.
My recollection is, you correct me if I'm wrong, there was a motion to sever and Judge severed the case.
Yes.
So there's no motion to kind of put it back together, so that, not something I'd address unless you state's interested in doing that. We can talk about it then, my motion, and review it. Have some research on it myself. Yes, I'm one of the law clerks get involved in it. I'll be with it. So that's not on the table. I'm not going to really rule on that type of issue now. So when do you want to take these?
October 2nd is fine. I believe she'll have more to do with Mr. Vidal on the trial dates, but we'll take the second and they can go after us.
All right, so after this, the stream basically froze for some reason. I don't know what happened with on Law and Crimes In, but the judge basically told Christine Bradley that she would have to file a motion for him to rule on whether he would put the cases together or not. He says, since there was already a motion to sever it, he doesn't see a reason to put them together. However, he would rule on it once she puts a motion together and he looks over the situation. Now, what they did agree on, even though Bortlen is set for October 2nd, The defense and the prosecution both agreed for Melly to go on October 2nd. And I didn't hear whether or not that would bump Bortlen out further, but I guess that would depend on if the judge decides to grant them being tried together, or if he agrees that it's going to be severed, then of course it'll be bumped a little bit further. The sound was kind of low, so you really had to listen really hard to hear what was going on. But, you know, your good girl listened, rewinded it, listened, rewinded it, listened, rewinded it, and rewinded it, and rewinded it to get the correct info for you guys. And then I also searched the web to see if there was anything that a person who was sitting in the court caught that I missed. And according to the Miami Herald, they also basically confirmed, you know, the things that I heard were true, that they were going to set the date for October 2nd, and that they were going to defer the ruling, or the judge basically deferred to rule on whether they was going to try it together or not. So let me just read from the Miami Herald, just if y'all think that, y'all know what I'm saying, y'all can't take my word for it, even though it's on video. It says, Y&W Melly appeared in court Friday for the first time since his double murder case ended in a hung jury and a mistrial. Melly and several observers chuckled when another inmate leaving a courtroom shouted, "Free Melly." Prosecutors Christine Bradley requested a trial start date of October 2nd, to which the defense team agreed, and she also asked to try the rapper with his co-defendant Cortland Henry, known as Y&W Bortlen. Okay, defense attorney Stuart Edelstein objected to trying Melly and Henry together because Melly is facing death penalty and Henry isn't. Broward Circuit Judge John Murphy, however, didn't rule on Bradley's request. Last week, the jury in the first trial told Murphy, after 3 days of deliberating, that they couldn't come to a final decision on his charges. Okay, and it was declared a mistrial. So there you have it. The new date will be October 2nd, and we will hear whether or not they decide to try Melly and Bortlen together. You guys let me know what you think. Do you think that they should be tried together? As the defense said, he doesn't think it makes sense, being that they have separate charges. And I think a simple solution is drop the death penalty. The whole thing hanging them up from being tried together is the death penalty, because they want the death penalty on Melly. I don't think that they can get the death penalty. I think that the gang angle just cannot be proven. It doesn't make sense that this was a gang hit to anyone who watched the case. So I think, being that the gang angle is the only aggravating factor that puts this as a death penalty case, if she wants to try Melly and Bortlen together, drop the death penalty, because you're not going to get that anyways. Build a stronger case and get on with it. But y'all let me know what y'all think down below. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.